everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Today is the annual award ceremony for MDIA and journalism. We have a joint PhD program and separate master's programs. We are giving awards for a wide range of things. We also have the communication and development program here. So, uh, uh, so the way we will do things, we'll start with MDIA and ComDev awards, and Dr. Laik Khan would be representing MDIA, and ComDev, he would be distributing the awards. And once he's done, then we will start with the journalism awards and the Smart Lab awards, right? So without any further delay, one thing I forgot, I would really like to thank Garrett Irwin and Britton Posey, who made all this possible, who organized the logistics, handled the food order, the location, venue, everything. So thanks to Britton and Garrett for being here, for helping us with that. Well, and I noticed that Josh just came in, and Josh might have an important announcement to make. So Josh, could you please do that, and then Laik can take over.
Thank you. I just did another meeting. How's everybody doing? Good. It's a lot of week 15 murmuring out there. Feel that. Well, thanks for being here. I did want to let everyone know that we are ready to announce that Dr. Laik Khan will be the grad director for media moving forward into the next academic year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
So essentially, moving into summer, we'll be transitioning with Lake's leadership, and we look forward to working together.
Thank you
So,
very much.
thank you,
for
Laik.
your confidence.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, let the awards ceremony begin, shall we? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for being here, all of you. A special note of thanks to the supporting staff who are working here in making this live stream possible. One of the best parts of working and getting to see the graduate students grow as scholars that you are becoming, teachers and members of the community, and today we get to recognize that publicly. These awards are fully nominated, faculty nominated, and faculty voted, and this year the pool of nominees was exceptional. We'll be presenting in 4 categories: Outstanding Teaching Assistant, Outstanding Instructor of Record, Outstanding Research, and Outstanding Service, along with the fellowships and research grants. Before we get into the awards, I want to take a moment to recognize the leadership that makes this media program what it is. Under the leadership and direction of our chair, Dr. Josh Antonuccio, Professor Josh has continued to make our program grow, and his ambition and creativity is reflected in what we see around us today. I also want to say a few words about someone whose impact is felt across everything we do in this space, Dr. Soumya Pant. As you will see, a lot of our wonderful ComDev students are here. She is the driving force behind our Communication and Development Studies program. The ComDev students, many of you here, bring tremendous value to our school, in the classroom, in research, and in the broader community. Thank you for that. And that doesn't happen by accident, of course. It happens because they've been mentored exceptionally well by Dr. Pant's dedication to our students and to the program, which is something we should all recognize today. So let's give her a big round of applause before we move forward. Now, on to today's awards. These awards are going to be read out in a few minutes, and I'll start with the first category, which is the Outstanding Teaching Assistant. This year, we're recognizing an award-winning team and several honorable mentions across multiple courses. And the first course is Media 2011, the Business of Media Team. The Outstanding Teaching Assistant Award goes to 3 wonderful people. Kudzeshi, please, you can come here on the stage. Mary Ota, and Devanshi Sarin. So a few, I don't have much information about them, but I'll read what I have. Kudzeshi, they certainly are. Kudzeshi is a valued member of the team with a strong interest in AI and STEM education. Mary is from Ghana, and her scholarship centers on health and gender. And Devanshi has been consistently thoughtful and reliable teaching assistant. Thank you for your the work that you do. We have their awards, which are with me. So let me just get them out. This should have been done earlier, but we were too busy with the food.
Roger, do you want to say something?
Yes, please.
I mean, we had such a smooth semester in that class. There were 150 students in the class, and the technology ran perfectly. All three were very proactive in grading and like letting me know of things that maybe needed to be done. So I'm super grateful for your work this semester.
All right, and here are the awards. If we can have, if anybody wants to take pictures, that's great. And the first one is, yeah, actually all three are here. But since this is a team effort, we've got an award for each one of you.
Maybe you can turn with them. Stand next to them.
Please.
Here. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Thank you. And our honorable mentions in this category is the first one goes to Abdul Qayyum. Please come here. Abdul is from Pakistan. And this award, this mention is for Media 1450, Video Production Basics. Abdul is a ComDev student, and he brings an interest in child rights and development, and we're pleased to see him progress in this domain. Thank you, Abdul, for everything that you do. Okay, let me- Congratulations. The second honorable mention is for Mercy Simbi. Congratulations. Mercy is from Malawi. She is a sweet person. The name says it all. And this is for Media 2113, Social Media Introduction. Mercy's work spans radio and podcasting and so many other things that I know she's doing. So Mercy, congratulations. Here's your award. Thank you very much. And the Media 4120 Advanced Social Media Team deserves an honorable mention as well. Priscilla Adzima, please proceed to the stage. Anne Mary, is Anne here today? Kudzeshi, and Peter. So a little bit of information about them. This is 4120 team. Here you go. And please, you can distribute. And I have the award for Anne. So Priscilla from Ghana focuses on education, health, access, and gender. Anne Mary is from India. Her research sits at the intersection of health, longevity, nutrition, and AI. And Kudzeshi, as mentioned earlier, works in AI and STEM education. And Peter from Kenya his work centers on digital voice and resource access for teachers. All very impactful things. And I'm just mentioning very briefly about them, but they're doing so much more than that. Congratulations again. Thank you. Let's open up the awards. And yeah, hold your awards. Congratulations.
They made my life so much easier.
Our next award category is Outstanding Instructor of Record. We'll be recognizing doctoral students who have taken on the responsibility of leading their own courses and done so with distinction. The first awardee is Irene Binabiba. Irene. Irene, pleased to meet you. Congratulations. There it is. We found it. It's right on top here. Okay. So while you hold that, we take a picture and then I'll read something about you. Congratulations. So Irene is a third-year doctoral student. Let me know if I got that wrong. And an exceptional instructor whose teaching has made a real impact in our program. Thank you for all the wonderful work you do. Congratulations. And we have an honorable mention for Emma Botiama Afori Bikorang. There it is. Let's hold that. No, just first read. Emma's dissertation explores the evolution of entertainment education in Ghana. And we all know her. Congratulations.
Can I say something about Amma real quick?
Please, go ahead.
So, she is one of the TAs for the social media certificate. She teaches the advanced social media class in the spring. And this year, the School of Media Arts and Studies was her client. So I got a chance to work with her, and I firsthand was able to witness her dedication and passion and drive towards her students, and how she nurtures them, even the ones that probably gave her gray hairs and took years off her time. She was patient and just, it was phenomenal to see the work that her students produced, and so I'm so proud of you and grateful I got to receive.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate those kind words. All right. Moving on to research. And these awards are for outstanding research, recognizing doctoral students whose scholarly work reflects the kind of rigor and originality we value in this program. Our first awardee is Omnia Abdul Wahab. Congratulations. So you can hold, let's come here.
Yes.
Hold that.
Yes, okay.
So fortunate to have your parents here.
Yes,
I'm
welcome.
glad. Yeah, thank you.
That's wonderful. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, so Omnia's work explores computational social science and the representation of historical figures with a particular focus on Egypt. And Omnia, congratulations on your recent journal publication. That's a lot of work. Good. And now we have three honorable mentions in the research domain. The first is Eva Liu. Please come here. Emma. And Emma. Eva and Emma. Okay. Amma. Sorry, Amma. All right. Is she here? Amma? Amma? Is this, you have another award. So, a few words about our wonderful honorable mentions. Eva is from China, and her work explores, it's actually at the intersection of gender, and she's working closely with Dr. Eve Ung. Emma, again, we already heard about her. Her research is on entertainment education in Ghana. Congratulations, keep up the good work. Right. She's working with Dr. Pant. Okay. All right. Next, we move to outstanding service. And the outstanding service is a recognition to those who give their time and energy to the program beyond the classroom and the lab. This year's awardee is Nadia Abedin. Is she here? Nadia's not here? Okay. So this, are you going to be taking her award? Okay. Hello, Zen. On behalf of Nadia, Zen. So Nadia has been a tremendous contributor to the media community, to her service to the program, and we appreciate all that. Thank you. Okay, next we move on to the fellowships and research grants. This year's fellowship and research grant recipients are the Flournoy and Drew McDaniel Awards. First, a few words about the Flournoy Award, because I think this is worth mentioning. The Don Flournoy Dissertation Completion Fellowship is named in honor of Dr. Don Flournoy, Professor Emeritus who served the School of Media Arts and Studies for over 4 decades. His teaching and research focused on the application of media and communication technologies to the solution of human problems. The fellowship supports doctoral students in the final stages of their dissertation research. And the award goes to 3 wonderful people: Omnia Abdul Wahab, Nikhil Reddy Kondam, and Amma again. Okay.
I'm gonna stay up there.
I think these are just mentions, right? So we don't have an award for that, but please stay here. Omnia's doctoral work, as noted, is in computational social science and historical representation. Nikhil, my advisee, including Omnia, his research explores digital work and stress, and he's been working very hard. Superb student, you should all know him. And Amma continues her contribution to scholarship on entertainment education. Thank you very much and congratulations. So let's just stand here for a picture. And on to the Drew McDaniel Summer Research Grant awardees. This grant is named in honor of our previous chair, Dr. Drew McDaniel, also a professor emeritus in media arts and studies, who served as the director of the school for quite a few years. He was twice named Ohio University's Outstanding Graduate Faculty Member. This grant supports doctoral student research over the summer, and we are very thankful for this award and his service. The first is Irene Binabiba. She's recognized for her strong academic and research contributions. Thank you very much. Congratulations again. Congratulations to all the awardees. Moving on to the Smart Lab Awards. And as you all know, we have entered the 11th year, and I'm proud to acknowledge all those who have contributed to the success of our initiatives. Today, I want to take a moment to recognize 4 wonderful members of the Smart Lab team whose contributions have made a real difference. The lab is only ever as strong as the people in it, and these students represent the very best of what we do: curiosity, commitment, and genuine collaboration. The first award is for Parveen Kazmimanish. She's here. So Parveen was not able to make it, but I will read out her brief intro. She's a master's student in Communication and Development Studies, whose diligence and professionalism have been instrumental to the Smart Lab this year. She has been a steady force behind our research initiatives, events, and social media presence, the kind of contributor every lab hopes to have. Congratulations to Parveen. And the second award goes to, and this is a Smart Digital Outreach Award. It goes to Ahmed Mushtaba Wakil. So if you can hold that, I'll just read a few words about you. So Ahmed is a master's student in Asian Studies who stepped forward as a volunteer and quickly became indispensable. He launched the Smart Labs Instagram channel. Everybody follow that, it's really good. It continues to shape our social media presence with fresh ideas for audience engagement and has been an active contributor to our research projects as well. So congratulations, Ahmed. Picture, anyone? Thank you. Congratulations, thank you. On to 2 other awards, and these are our research awards. And this is the Smart Research Excellence Award that we have been giving every year. And these 2 awards go to Omnia Abdul Wahab and Nikhil. Here is it. You can open it. And you can both stand on each side. And I just want to read a few words about you. We already have that. Omnia is a doctoral candidate in the Media Arts and Studies program, my advisee, and she has demonstrated exceptional promise in data analytics research. The proof of that promise is the journal publication, and that's something that is so highly encouraged and sought after in the job market, so good job on that. Nikhil is a doctoral candidate in Media Arts and Studies, also my advisee, and whose research skills, growing publication record, and intellectual curiosity set him apart. He has lots of publications in the pipeline, and you're going to hear about them very soon. He brings real potential for impactive work ahead, and the Smart Lab is fortunate to have him. He's the kind of Smart Lab team person that everybody would want to emulate, and I'm not exaggerating. Congratulations, both of you. So, wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you again also for your energy, ideas, and care you bring to the Smart Lab every day. You make this work meaningful, and I'm proud to stand alongside you. With this, I conclude the media and the Smart Lab award ceremony, and I'll hand it over to my colleague Jatin for the Journalism Award.
So thank you, Laik, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And a big round of applause to all the awardees who have received awards till now. So before we start the awards for journalism, this is the end of the year, right? We start something in fall, we end it, in spring. A lot of, people face a lot of challenges, a lot of things happen. So, but the biggest accomplishment in the graduate program is getting graduated, right? So people who graduated either in fall or spring, please raise your hand and be recognized. Well, Naoki, higher. Well, so now another group I would like to really, really thank is the faculty members who are here, who work with the students, who are not only instructors or teachers or committee members or supervisors for TA assignments. You were, many times you were first responders. You flagged distress calls. You talked about any issues a student was facing. And so many, many thanks to all of you. Could you please raise your hands and be recognized? Thank you, everyone. I would also like to thank Josh and Hans, who paid the money for this, for food and other stuff. So, all right.
We applaud for them.
Now, before we start the annual graduate awards, there were some awards that some of our students missed in the pillar ceremony. So I would invite Hans to, to give out those awards which were not received just because the recipients were not there.
Yeah, I'm just really apologize that we had our pillar celebration today. Each year, the school celebrates the pillars that the university has established. So there's 4 pillars, and today we focused on Discover, which focuses on research, and Work, which focuses on work, obviously. So under the Discover pillar, we would like to honor Naoki Kuroshi. And you already know quite a bit probably about Naoki. But he graduated in December. He already has his first publication. I think you're working on a couple of more, right? And so we really wanted to recognize him. And the work that he's doing in research is really important for understanding, our history, our context, and our place in it. So congratulations. Oh, sure. You're welcome. Thank you. And then to recognize under the work pillar, we would award this award to Ibrahim bin Haroun. Ibrahim is in his 2nd year. Yeah, you're starting your 3rd year in fall, right? But if you know Ibrahim around our suite, he is always a presence. He's always there. He's always willing to step up. He's always willing to do and help no matter how he can. And this fall, we've actually asked him to teach a new course that he's never taught before, but he stepped up and he's wanting to do it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Hans. So, so for this year awards, as we did last year, we asked students to report their performance through a survey. We also sent out a nomination survey where faculty members nominated students and provided nomination statements. So as I invite awardees, I will also read out the nomination statements. Now remember this, these awards do some very specific things, but a lot of times they miss out on things that are important and are often not seen. We received nominations for many students who are doing wonderful work, and who we could not give an award this year, but I would like to read those nominations once we give out the awards so that you know, and we already know that you are being seen and you are being noticed. Okay? So we are starting with awards for our master's program. This year we had a very interesting quandary. So generally we give a research, a creative, and an outstanding service, and an overall performance award. This year we had great candidates who tied for the overall outstanding performance. So we are giving 2 overall outstanding performance award today, and 1 outstanding service performance award. So our outstanding service performance award goes to Patricia Marcano Meza. And here is what faculty members and colleagues, because the nomination survey involves nominations from both students and faculty members. So this is what they had to say, and I think we can get the pictures later. So Patricia has really been an asset as a volunteer to our public records request research project. She stepped in during the middle of the project but got up to speed quickly. Her insight on requesting public records was invaluable. Patricia, so this is a different nomination. Patricia joined us as a Fulbright student. She graduated this fall. She has been an amazing student, always willing to learn, always open to new experiences. She has been humble and unassuming, and a great source of support and mentorship for other students in the program. Patricia's journalistic work with the Panama Papers project in Venezuela was part of a frontline documentary titled A Dangerous Assignment, Uncovering Corruption in Maduro's Venezuela. Patricia introduced the documentary along with Juan Andres Ravel, the director, when it was increased in November 2025 at Athena Cinema. This and her other activities, such as being part of the WOUB public media panel titled The World Now, Venezuela in Focus, highlighted the importance of journalism and the risks and challenges associated with investigative journalism. Patricia's thesis explored burnout levels among Latin American investigative journalists. Patricia has been a great representative of the school to wider Athens community and other stakeholders. I thank Patricia for all she has done, all that she has done for the school. Now we give out the award. Thank you, Patricia. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. So now we have 2 overall outstanding MSGA student awards. So we'll start with alphabetically. The first winner of the award is, and one thing I would mention that both winners actually wrote a nomination statement for the other one. So, and that's a beautiful thing, right? I get these nomination statements from students, and that shows that they care about what others are doing. And when that happens, when there are communities that are talking about research, about issues, about other things, about their own lives, that makes sense. That creates a community, and that's a very powerful thing to happen. And that gives me endless joy as a teacher. So the first winner is Anna Haynes. And so the nomination statements read, her professional project could change the lives of the people living with hearing loss. It seems she is serious about following through with the project and bringing it into existence. While it is not a typical act of service, I think it far exceeds any other act of service done by graduate students. The second one reads, Anna is a very involved student who has been able to accomplish a lot in her short 1.5 years in the program. Not only has she grown as an individual, but also as a professional. She has been able to participate in numerous editorials, a study abroad, student visits, volunteering, and athletic training while working on her professional project, creating hearing aid cases for children. The third one reads, A professional project not only serves as an incredible example of how to incorporate journalism with interdisciplinary concepts, but her business idea, the hearing aid case, name escapes me, has the potential to help a lot of people. So thank you very much, Anna, for being a part of our program. We are very proud of you. And now we turn to the students. Now, the next winner of the overall outstanding awards is Jack Rohrer. And his nomination statements read, he has done a fantastic job leading NEXT and produced an interesting professional project. He has represented our program well when speaking to prospective students. Lastly, his academic and journalistic interests have brought a unique perspective to the J School. The second one reads, this year, I've seen the impact Jack made at NEXT. He worked with Chuck to make it the place it is today. He has recruited a few of us from the program to work there and showed the undergrads what our graduate program looks like through a professional lens. He's very involved in his studies and finds ways to continue working on his interests with extracurriculars. He has served the greater community in a positive professional life. Thank you very much, Jack. And then we turn towards Melissa. Thank you very much. Then nomination statements for other master's students. Abigail Semple. Abby is working on her thesis, which studies the use of Instagram and how it reflects negative body image. It is a prominent topic today that reflects other works in other work in other fields. Her study is one I can see as a foundation for future studies, professionals and students to use. She has always been interested in community work, and her study is going to make a difference in the world and help her with her goals. The other statement is for Kweku Diao. I have had the opportunity of working closely with Kweku at the Student News Bureau, at NEXT, and as a fellow student. Seeing him grow throughout his first year of the MSJ program has been great. Kweku truly embodies what it means to overcome adversity, which he consistently faces. I'm incredibly proud to call him a friend and a colleague. So thank you, Kweku and Abigail. So now we move on to the PhD awards. So the first award is Award for Outstanding Performance as a Teaching Assistant. And the winner of the award is Lena Elshrif. And the statement reads, Lena had a very productive year as a teacher. She received a 2025 Outstanding Instructor Award for OU Learning Community, Outstanding Grad Impact Student, and extremely high teaching evaluations in 2311 every semester. Lena is thoughtful and dedicated and cares deeply about teaching and her students. This is reflected in the great things I hear about Lena and her positive impact on the teaching side of our program. Thank you very much, Lena. Now we turn to the All right. So next comes the award for outstanding research performance. And that goes to Prakash Acharya. And so the nomination statements read, recent tally is Prakash has had 2 articles published this year and recently published a book review, all in reputable forums, that builds on his impressive research record. Prior to joining our PhD cohort, he's highly productive. The second one, he has published an impressive number of complex research articles this year while simultaneously teaching and working on his dissertation. He's always glad to help out other grad students and has consistently stepped up to take on new challenges. The third one, it is hard to list everything Prakash has done. Multiple research publications and multiple conference presentations, taught a variety of courses during his time here, and worked hard to improve his instruction and his courses. Accepted whatever course assignments were given to him. Asked 2 years ago to participate in the OSU reporting simulation, which he did last fall, to improve his reporting skills. Wherever Prakash lands in the next chapter of his life, He will be an extremely valuable colleague. Prakash is hardworking and expects the highest standards of himself. He is kind and helpful to others. His intellect and curiosity exemplify the highest caliber of research ability. Thank you very much. Then we turn towards Smells. So the next is the award for outstanding creative activity, and that is Eric Ball. And you'll need to hold your certificate a bit because I have a bit of stuff to read. So his environmental work, his environmental work is like no other and serves as an incredible resource for the community. His ongoing efforts with the contamination issues in, I forget which county, have more insane details. The more he delves into it, showing just how important it is to have someone like him on the case. He never stops, a true journalist. Second one, Eric is always enthusiastic and creative with his ideas for improving the student experience in our school, which is service enough. But his continued work for the Athens County Independent and recruiting student writers for the Indy sets him apart from his peers in this category. Another one, when I think of a student who represents our program, Eric comes to mind. Eric is a very involved individual inside and outside the school setting, showcasing what it truly means to be a Scripps kid. I can't think of a better person for this program, as he has gone through every level of this program to achieve his goals. He is very well-rounded and continues to show outstanding performance and character throughout his time here. And that's the last one. In addition to his journalism work with the Independent, he has had 2 articles published this academic year, and one will be featured in a journal editorial, which will increase the reach of his research. He is also presented at conferences, including SPJ in DC. He regularly challenges himself by taking on different courses. Last fall, Eric brought back the History of American Journalism class, and this fall he'll be teaching the Environmental Reporting class. However, while still a master's, well, he is a PhD student, so he did his master's here, so I can understand the confusion. He asked for mentorship from Mark Turner for the reporting class and assisted Mark with the class. So congratulations, Eric, and welcome to the PhD program. The next one is outstanding service performance. And the award goes to Mariam Lassisi Mustafa. Come on. And this is what the statement reads. Since I've known her as a student in our program, I've admired Mariam's quiet fortitude and her openness to take on new challenges. Besides teaching, Mariam has 2 solo-authored conference presentations. She also has 1 single-authored publication in a peer-reviewed journal and a book chapter in press. She recently won an award at the OU Student Expo. On the service front, Mariam provided academic service as reviewers for 2 academic journals, 2 book projects, and 1 international conference. As a student, this is highly meaningful and focused service activity that also contributes to development of high-level academic skills. Such service is often unseen, but is deeply important in ensuring the quality of knowledge the discipline produces as an academic community. Thank you, Mariam, for your contribution to the program.
Mariam, this way as well, please.
All right, this way.
Don't forget your advisor.
All right. And now, before we move on to other nominations, the final award, Overall Outstanding PhD Student Award, Naoki Kuroishi. And here are the nomination statements. Both his dissertation and published work have impressed me. His analysis of the Shinzo Abe assassination was timely and important. His dissertation on the atomic bombing and media memory discourse was a fascinating blend of culture studies, history, and media research. The other one, 25-26 was a very busy year for Naoki Kuroishi. He taught news and information literacy in fall and had extremely strong student evaluations. In the past, Naoki has been involved with teaching 2311, multi-platform reporting, and 2210, graphics of communication, and has performed excellently as a teacher and a mentor. He led a workshop on social network analysis this year. One of his single-authored research paper was published in Media, War, and Conflict, and the other solo-authored paper is in press at American Journalism. In the recent past, another single-authored paper in Japanese was published in Human Security. He presented one conference paper in 2025 and one in 2024, all single-authored. Naoki also served as a reviewer for the Journalism Studies Division at the International Communication Association's annual conference. Beyond this listing of achievements, Naoki has been a deeply committed and engaged student and a wonderful colleague, classmate, and mentor. There were times in the past when I used to work in the evenings, and almost every time I came to my office, Naoki was there. He would be working alone, or at times talking to other students in the program about academics from different perspectives. Naoki has always been balanced, measured, committed, and efficient in a very calm and effective way, and I deeply admire that. I would accept that sometimes I did worry that Naoki was working too much and too hard. And I still remember the joy I felt when I saw him in an international event serving Japanese food. Only one time in all the years I've known him. I'm extremely proud of all that Naoki has accomplished, and I'm very happy to give him the overall Outstanding PhD Student Award. Thank you. Thank you, Mao.
Thank you.
And now, nominations for other students that I received. Van Pham, I heard really good things about her. I know she works really hard and has turned out some impressive research. Van has just graduated this semester. She has been one of the most motivated students that I've come to know. She's a great teacher. She has been a great researcher, exploring AI wholeheartedly. She explored all kinds of tools and integrated them in her workflow and in her teaching in a way I rarely see. Van has been very disciplined, very respectful, very caring towards our students. So many thanks to Van for being a part of our program, and congratulations on her graduation. Thank you. The other nomination is for Ibrahim bin Harun. Ibrahim has been a rock-solid, dependable, and deeply caring lab instructor in Journalism 2311 for 3 semesters. I consider him the leader of J2311 TAs, as he also is a great mentor for other TAs. Now, other one for Ibrahim. I've rarely seen someone who is so passionate about journalism and its power. Ibrahim cares deeply about journalism and how it can change things and how it can make contributions to, to the political and social environments in his country, Bangladesh, even when the times are really difficult and really complicated. He's always hopeful, he's always determined, and he's always very, very disciplined. So thank you, Ibrahim, for being a part of our program. The next one is Matt Fitzgerald. Matt has been really open to teaching new classes. He stepped in to teach a new class in his 2nd semester. He has also worked with current instructors to improve the class and make it easier to teach online. The next one is Anne Natium. Jumping into unknown territory, a new class, is not easy. She takes it seriously and tackles it head on, is always looking to improve both herself and the student she teaches. Thank you, Natium, for being a part of it. And then Ibrahim, so then a joint nomination for Ibrahim bin Harun, Mariam Mustafa Lassisi, and Van Pham. All 3 have research published this year, Ibrahim a book chapter, and Mariam and Van a journal article a piece. I know you probably won't give 3 awards, but I wanted to give Mariam's and Van's name in the mix too. So with that, Thank you, all of you. And that concludes our activities. Thank you very much for being here, and all the best in everything you are going to do in future.
You did a great job.